This is the difference between a pro caller and a beginner caller. The beginner goes nowhere, the pro goes all the way. Let me give you guys some backstory. We just bought this property and the seller is still occupying the place and he's supposed to leave. But we just found out he got scammed and he lost all his money in the process. The concern now is that he will not leave the property. And if he doesn't leave, by California law, I have to go through the whole judicial process. And that can cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the point of the call is I'm gonna get him out and I'm gonna do it in a way that makes him feel good. Let's watch.
Hi, my name is Mia. I work with the owners of...
So Mia is actually my executive assistant, and I wanted to see maybe, just maybe, if a woman's voice is a little bit more calming, a little bit more relaxing, and will get him to leave peacefully. So let's see what she does.
Just wanted to check in to see how the moving process is going.
Work with who?
Sorry?
Who do you work with?
I work with the owners of like the property. The new owners of the house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
First problem, she wasn't listening. She stuttered, she stumbled, and I get it, we're nervous, right? We're scared, we've never done this before. But let me tell you guys, the number one lesson in cold calling is that you can be anyone you want to be on the phone. They don't know who you are. They don't know that you're an immigrant. They don't know that you're brand new. They just know that you're calling them and you're the person of authority.
So what, you calling to rush me out?
No.
Second problem, she let him guide the conversation. Look, we're calling him to make sure he's good. And so after introducing ourselves, she should have been right away, hey, I'm calling to just make sure everything is good. I'm making sure that you have everything you need for your trip to the Midwest. State the reason for your call and then put it on him.
We just want to come and see if we can get some measurements sometime like next week or something, or if you need any help.
The next problem, it felt a little sneaky here. She said, we got to come in to get measurements. Although that was true, we do need to get measurements of the property. But then she also snuck in there, well, also if you need any help. So in his mind, he's like, well, what is it? You got to get in for the measurement or you're here to help me? Be clear, be concise.
Hang on.
Sorry?
Again, she wasn't listening. He said, hang on. I'm sorry? Love it.
So can you call me back in like 10 minutes?
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Thanks.
The oldest trick in the book. Can you call me back in 10 minutes? It's just getting off the phone. And I get it. You know what? What you don't see in the video is I'm actually driving the car and I'm telling her, hey, it's all right. It's enough. You know, you got to practice. But now let's bring in the big dog. Honestly, the truth is that I think he got scammed by another woman. And so him getting another call from another woman probably gave him like that little red tingly feeling. And so that's why it was good that I called in afterwards. Yeah, no rush. I don't want to pressure you. This is not to pressure you at all. And if that is what you got, I want to apologize. It's not that. First thing I did, I had to apologize for what Mia has done. What did she do? She caused friction. She caused tension. So now what do? I go in and I already know right away that tension, I got to massage it out. What better way than to drop your ego and say, I'm sorry.
Well, she's saying she wants me to. She wants to know if I need help.
Oh yeah, I mean, because we typically offer help like movers and stuff like that if you need it too. But if you're not, don't worry about it. Like I said, I want to just apologize if I offended you in any way. Apologize again. 2 apologies is better than 1.
You didn't offend me. I'm just having a hard time with this.
Is everything okay? You notice that? I listened. I'm having a hard time with this. So what do? Is everything okay? I'm just listening. I'm here to be that shoulder you need. You want to cry.
No, I'm by myself. I'm trying to, it's just, you don't want to hear a freaking story.
Is there anything I can do to help? Third time. Is there anything I can do to help or make it easier?
I don't know. Did I meet you?
I don't think so. I did meet him. But you know what? We're not going to go there because that's opening up a can of worms that I don't want to open. So let's just keep proceeding. I think
they had a couple of people come.
I think one of my partners went. He said a bunch of people were there or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't able to make it over. I don't condone lying, but sometimes a white lie is better than opening up that can, all right? And so I was there, but what does it do? If I told him I was there, he probably still won't remember who I am, but now he's gonna be like, well, what, you remember the place you did this, and blah, 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 blah. Zip it, we don't need to go there. I'm usually kind of the one that handles the behind the scenes and coordinating contractors, coordinating painters, coordinating like the timeline and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. But again, I can, like I said, if you're having a hard time, I feel you, I've been there, so I feel you. I've been there, right? What does that do? Shows that I have empathy. Shows that I do care. Shows that, look, it's normal. We all go through tough times. And sometimes when people are feeling down and out, they want to know that they're not alone. They want to know that they're not the only one who has gone through hard times. They don't want to be lonely. That's what I did. You know, you let us know what we can do to make it better, and if we can make it happen, then we're going to make it happen, you know? If you notice, there's a lot of pause. And then to an untrained, to a beginner, those pauses can be very awkward. But when you ask a question or you make a statement, you've got to zip it. Because the goal is not for me to pound into him what I want, but the goal is to get him to understand and go where I want him to go. And that's why words are powerful. Words used in the right sequences can invoke the person on the other end to want to say certain things, right? And that's what I'm trying to get him to do. I'm trying to get him to understand, look, I'm here to help you, but you gotta leave. But if I were to just go on the phone call and say, look, you gotta leave, he's gonna get combative. So instead, I'm taking him through the process. I'm taking him through the ropes that I'm laying out and guiding him out the door.
I'm like really, really depressed right now. I mean, I've lived here a while, like over 20 years. It's my aunt left me the house with my dad. I have all this stuff here.